Hey, just saying, life without women would be a pain in the ass, literally. So
Roger, roger.
I do think that's gonna be true. Ow.
Bomb delivered to the East Juggernaut.
Checking device settings. Settings acceptable.
This is our most desperate hour.
New enemy. Threat level maximum.
You know what I need to do? I need to get my girlfriend posted.
Countdown nearing 0.
Hey, a couple that games together stays together.
I guess that could be true. Well, that was girlfriend that hated video games. Yeah, look at Thatcher.
Well, hence last.
This one I've been dating for around a year and a half.
20% behind schedule.
Congrats.
Eliminate clone squads and
So I have no problem staying around.
Oh,
like,
dang it! I could have been Darth Vader. Nah, I can't be Emperor
detonate the
Palpatine.
front and rear fuel pipes before
No.
the cruiser launches. It must never leave Kashyyyk intact.
No,
But Thomas,
a dark mall. That's a shopping center with no power.
Well, I guess I should just save up.
It does make a good point.
Wait, actually, can we be heroes and villains in this part? Okay,
I'm gonna
good.
be honest with you, Cobra. I think your jokes
Yes.
sound stupid, but at the same time, they're funny because they actually make sense to me.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Honestly, most of my jokes are safe for work or kids.
I am a very terrible person when it comes to jokes, so I have a really dark sense of humor.
Oh, come on.
Like,
Seriously?
my favorite like card game, like my favorite like game overall. It's not a video game. It's definitely Cards Against Humanity. So
I'm not a fan of Cards Against Humanity after what they're calling against the conflict. You know, that's, you know, companies that sell products really shouldn't get into the political.
I do actually agree with
Huh?
They have hope.
you. I do actually agree with you on that one. I don't really notice any
Respawn.
Actually, they bought a swath of land basically on the border of Mexico just so Trump couldn't build a section of wall.
And rear pipes.
Cards Against Humanity?
Countdown nearing 0.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, I have 8,000 battle points, but no villains.
Rear fuel pipes
No,
are
actually,
destroyed.
if I was the butthole president, I would just say, your company is a national security risk. All of your assets are now ours.
Yo, I had 8,000 points and I didn't get to use them.
Objectives complete. The cruiser will never launch, and the battle for Kashyyyk will soon.
But at the same time, borders are not.
I honestly think, I mean, if we don't blow ourselves up in the next few decades, I say that this whole border debate's going to be moot because we're going to be traveling to space. All our problem children are going to be going to other planets.
Hey guys, I gotta go because my brother's been annoying the crap out of me and he wants to play, so see ya.
That's why you beat his ass.
You need to get another PlayStation, buddy.
I still say beat his ass.
Yeah. You ought to get another PlayStation, another room, and share the internet, I guess.
I have a PlayStation and an Xbox One I don't even touch because I stole it from my brother because
Well,
he went to prison.
Well, what you do is you get... Now, just get a Retron 5 Or get a piecade. They'd
Wow,
occupy a
Lord,
young brother
Nintendo.
for hours.
The NES.
Yep.
Huh.
Have you looked at the new NES that they've come out with? Has like 500 games on it or something.
That is a lot. I feel like that's gonna end up selling a lot more than like the Switch and everything, because it's an original.
We're a team.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a
Wow.
Hyper Battlefront 5, but
This is
with the
Major
beta
Shed,
release
all
on it, you
surviving
can
personnel.
load
Not
every
where we
single
planned to end
Nintendo,
up,
Super
but we're here
Nintendo, and
now.
Sega game on
We're
it
gonna
if you
fight our
wanted.
way off the Death Star.
I also want
You'll
to
need
explore
a fresh
this
ship
ship
and
a
the
little bit.
opportunity to break free. I want squads
This
to
is
shut
looking
down the
silent.
tractor beam's generator and control station. That'll give us
Where's
a
everybody
start.
else spawned? Is my question. Like honestly, I think they did an amazing job on like building this building ship for the Star.
We're in tractor
Excuse
control.
me.
Taking all systems offline.
The ship?
Well, then, well, maybe they were limited by the PS4. Maybe the map was designed for 200 players all on at once.
I would like to have like 64 players, to be honest, on this
Tractor
game, like
control is
Battlefield.
offline. Don't let them regroup. Hit the generator.
Like, it'd be cool to have like conquest mode on this game, like they had in Battlefield and everything like that, in the original Battlefront games,
We'll stick together.
where you take the control points and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and battle each other out for the tickets. You know that Battlefront and Battlefront 2 is actually based off Battlefield 1. I mean Battlefield 1942. I mean, when it comes to the gameplay mechanics of the game modes and stuff. I know those games, like original Battlefront games, were created by Paradox, and I'm not sure if EA owned it at the time, but EA did own Paradox.
Yeah, and they're probably kicking themselves for doing that too. But I think the gaming industry's fixing to have a serious shakeup. The way the economy is fixing to
I feel like this entire thing about Battlefront 2 and EA is going to change the gaming industry big time.
At the generator.
When it comes to
Engaging
microtransactions.
shutdown.
Microtransactions, from what I was reading, I think it was like 5 or 10 years ago, they basically said that's going to be the way of the future.
Like, I gotta be honest, EA really did fuck up this year. Yeah. They lost $3 billion. I love the game's gameplay and everything, but they did lose $3 billion for this game.
3 billion to be exact.
Because, you know, they got, I said $3 billion.
Clear out those
Yeah, it was
stormtroopers.
8.5% of the stock. It was
Near some kind of weapons control station. We'll have to
Well,
shut
where
down the
exactly did they
turbulences in
screw
the
up on the
sector to escape
microtransactions
attack.
anyways?
But we have
the
an
crate
opportunity
system.
as well.
The crate system didn't
Sabotage
feature
the
like
station's
cosmetics.
main
It's
weapon.
literally the progression system is crates. So like you could actually buy your way through the game. That's the problem that people have. People had a problem with playing a game.
We're at the turbo laser hub. Starting shutdown.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think what people had a problem with it because it actually was pretty much gambling because you were spending on your money, but you weren't promising what you were going to get. Like, I've seen people spend like 40 to 50 bucks and then
Turbo
like
lasers online.
crystals and stuff, and get just standard star cards and shit. So it is kind of like a fucked up system, in my opinion.
Access to the main weapon! Shutting down!
Because they, in a way, they did take us for granted with that stuff. But I'm glad that they are considering about fixing it, because EA has never done that before. They usually stick with their plans.
Well, it's probably EA's first attempt at trying to monetize microtransactions. Because a lot of the small folks have got it figured out, but the big boys are trying to play catch up now.
There's a shuttle force nearby. You'll have to activate
But
the
like
elevator
also
to
now,
summon it
the
and
reason
put the
why the
hanging
stock value went so low is because they got rid of the
It's all we
microtransactions.
ever need.
Oh, this is cool. This room's pretty cool. You can see like the outside of the Death Star. You know, this, dude, I love this fucking view. I can't go over. I can't even get into the game. It's so cool though. Like just like starfighters flying around, shooting each other. Ships blowing up and crashing into the planet below. The guy that's a Wookiee warrior is getting distracted too.
Hey, what kind of handheld communicator does Han Solo use?
Accessing hangar
Solo
controls.
phone, I'm guessing.
A Wookiee talkie. What?
It was completely different than what I had in mind.
Now, how did
Speaking
before
of
Han Solo got into any relationships? How did he list his social media status?
Single.
Han Solo.
Okay, I actually get that one big time. That one actually does make perfect sense to me.
Sounds like you actually liked that one.
Yeah, I had to think about it for a minute too. I'm like, what?
I can handle
What the
myself.
friend? What?
Hey! Fuck off! Oh wait, no, that was Weasel running around with his lightsaber. Okay. God, I got scared there for a second. Weasel, save me! Thank you. I love you. I haven't even made it this far to this map before. So question, how does this many like people in a crashed ship get into a shuttle that small?
Shuttle is ready for launch. Heading over with a squad.
It's a clown car.
Those who live, live because of you.
Like, beat me up, Scotty. Like, if you think about, like, technically it's not 20 people in that ship that was fighting, because they kept on dying, so at least was at least maybe a 100. Imagine, like, everybody just crowded in that ship. Like, honestly, I think it would have been cooler if they had, like, multiple ships, you know? But, you know, it's just whatever.
Roger.
Do you want the one emo I want in this game? Is the You're the Chosen One emo. That, like, it's literally like what Obi-Wan does in the third episode. You were the chosen one.
Alert! That shrieking sound was an enemy vessel crash landing. We're detecting multiple rebel survivors.
I just love looking outside.
I expect they'll try to
for some reason.
sabotage, then escape the Death Star. The enemy must be contained and eliminated.
What if I can jump out?
Intercept the rebels at the tractor beam control and generator stations and defend those areas.
That's stupid.
I'm sure of it.
It's very stupid. I cannot run outside the shield, right? If I can shoot through the shield. Fuck you, EA.
Tractor control systems failing.
Rebels neutralizing tractor control.
Hey, did you hear why stormtroopers don't like to eat Wookiee?
Why?
It's a little too tough and chewy.
I actually love that one. Did you know Han Solo was originally a stormtrooper?
What's the plan?
Yeah, that's why he keeps storming off stage. Oh, that timing was impeccable.
I love your Star Wars one's better than all the rest, to be honest.
Well, honestly, humor is about timing the group and the situation. You're all playing Star Wars, therefore Star Wars jokes would be more appropriate.
Yeah.
And well received.
Clear for grenade.
I like how my stepdad shaved the knots off my cat's fur, but he didn't shave all of them off. But like, it's stupid now because there's like little like small hairs near her butt where the knots were. He might as well just shave the entire fucking cat. Like, it probably has to feel
was
weird.
the cat?
She
Was
had,
the
like,
cat all matted up?
Yeah, she had like a bunch of mats on her back. So my stepdad shaved them, but since he's fucking lazy, he just shaved that one part that was matted up. And I was like, it looks so stupid. And it probably looks very uncomfortable for her too. Well, the mats were probably uncomfortable for her too, but at the same time, that also looks uncomfortable for her because, you know.
Well, no, actually, when the last cat I had, when I shaved just her mats off, after she realized what I was doing after the second or third time, she just started purring because she was happy. But typically they get matted fur because they got arthritis and they can't reach around to lick everywhere they need to.
What's the plan?
Generator started. Power down. Eliminate the rebels. Resecure the area.
Yeah, some of it's diet too.
Wait, aren't the Persians like the ones like the squished looking faces like that? That's how that works.
Saboteurs neutralized. Generator restored.
Grenade out.
So I think you like Persians. So are Persians like really expensive?
Yeah, all purebred or thoroughbred means is they're like royalty. They're inbred as hell.
Like my cat, she's like a Burmese and makes mix. I probably said she has a picture of her, but she looks. I've never seen a cat like her in my life before. she's probably like, she's a beautiful cat, let's just say that.
They've run out of time. Sector secure and all escape routes cut off.
Where is she? Like, she has no tail, obviously, because she's Manx, and like her back legs are longer than her front. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, supposedly there's someone around my area that has like a bunch of exotic pets, and occasionally they escape.
Here, kitty.
And there's also the fact I saw there's a mountain lion that, or bobcat that lives around here somewhere. I've seen it coming home. I thought I was seeing stuff.
Yeah, we get bobcats where I live too.
Well, I can only shoot a whale from a moving vehicle.
Oh yeah, what state do you live in again?
Tennessee.
What the fuck? There's no whales in Tennessee. Bruh.
I think that's kind of the point. Well, my dad once nailed a buck while he was driving a truck going 30 miles an hour down the road.
Then he must be either lucky or a really good shot.
Well, his favorite thing to do is to take a penny and see how many times he can hit it at 100 yards.
Like, is it me or do all cats hate their bat feet being touched?
Yeah, something like that.
So here's the situation. We came to Jakku to buy a droid from the scavengers. A vintage Imperial unit with data real important to the First Order. And we've got the droid.
That's why their butt wiggles when they're about to pounce.
First Order's landing troops everywhere.
Yeah.
Gotta hold them off while we figure out the extraction. Get to the
Now,
landing
one thing
pad
about my
at the
cat
OPF
that I found
control
weird,
chamber
that's
and keep the
unlike other
troops
cats,
out,
like, she
long
will
as you
not
can.
strike or anything, no matter what you do. Or how
Does
bad you
anybody-
irritate the shit out of her.
Does anybody know why cats rapidly switch their tail, the base of their tail?
When they get irritated, I believe, is what I've heard. Or is it the tip?
Yeah, the tip will
Not the
twitch
tip,
when
the
they-
base. The base
base.
near the butt. Yeah. Like when we're feeding our cats, one of them will twitch its base of the tail really rapidly.
Oh, I have a theory for that. They're having a foodgasm.
Foodgasm.
Gotta get him out of reactor control.
I'm like, why are you doing that? Couldn't figure out why.
I can probably look it up for you, but I have my cat like chilling on my arm right now.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do things when you're laying on your lap.
I have my other cat. We're like the mats and everything. She's rolling around like a fucking dog. And the other cat's just sitting there. I have weird ass cats. Like one of my cats, like the cat I have right now on my lap, she thinks she's a fucking dog. Like she will beg for food over eating like the dogs will. Everything. That dog. And the reason why we got the second cat is because she thought she was a dog.
Landing pad's in
And she
trouble.
got to the point where she started playing with dog food, so that's when we realized she was a friend. Now, at 4 in the morning, you have to deal with them running around, making a ton of freaking noise in the middle of the night.
Well,
they're nocturnal.
There's a solution to
That's
this.
true. We have no problem with it, but I remember one time, like, I was sleeping in the living room, all of a sudden, like, I wake up like with a really loud thump on the floor or something like that, like a really loud noise, and the fucking chair was on its side. Like the dining room chair was on its side. I was like, what the hell?
Lost the sector. That's okay. I've got a plan. Fall back and regroup near
I
the
think it's the
supply
cats,
hub.
man.
No, it's a Gatrygeist.
We got evac on route to get us out with a droid blade. But it's gonna be a while.
The Spanish
We should be
king.
able to mount a defense
What's
of the
the
supply
best?
hole. That'll buy us time.
I think. I don't know.
I think I went the wrong way, darn it.
Guess we rushed our flight from
I can never get back on time.
Now this
I
cat's
didn't go the
rubbing on
wrong
me.
way.
I'm with you.
So on the freaking couch, asshole. What the hell? Oh my god, it's just so annoying. She just keeps rubbing on me. And I'm too lazy to like shoo her away. Because if I do shoo her away, she's gonna come back in less than a minute anyway. Like I swear to God, this is like the only cat I've ever seen that'll come up to you when you pretty much call her by just clicking your tongue.
Supply hold under attack!
Transport's still en route. Keep buying
Yeah,
time.
I had a couple that did that. But our cat, for some reason, loves yarn, and if she wants to play, she'll take the yarn from wherever it's at and drag it into the room you're in.
Like, I'm not sure if it means the cat's attached to you, or she just will not leave me the fuck alone. No matter what I do. Like, I probably, like, throw her in a bathtub, and the next day she'll be like, pet me, bitch. And you
Supply
know how
hold
much
under
cats
siege.
hate water, so...
Let's go.
Occasionally there's the oddball cat that loves water.
Yeah.
That's true.
You gonna do a break dance?
That's what it said.
Like, I used to have like a guinea pig, and I used to have like a water bowl for him, and he would just always be in
Fall
that water
back.
bowl.
We haven't lost yet.
Oh no, he used to like that water.
We'll head for the grounding. We can hold both of them. Either of them long enough, we can hop aboard the transports outside. If not, we've got one last option.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for like a few minutes. Just need to do a couple things.